Riverlights is done. It's always a bit of a funny feeling. Finishing an album or a collection of songs or whatever. Come on, Amber. People say, "Oh, you must be glad it's done. Good, glad to have it together." But actually, it's a little bit sad because the bit I enjoy is the making and the writing, and there's kind of a feeling left with what's next. Come up to Bellstone today. Tried to go up to the moors at Oakey. Oh, they're doing their live firing. Don't want to get shot. So yeah, no, I am really pleased with how it's turned out. It's quite a short album. I say short, 8 songs. Didn't used to be short, did it? Used to be normal. But quite a mix of stuff. Got some bluegrass, some like Pink Floyd sort of stuff. Maybe it's because it's been so long. There's just this feeling that, oh, what now? Maybe because it's been 7 years. This is my first album for 7 years. And it's not like I go touring or, playing these songs in public. I would like to. That's what the Patreon's all about. I probably need to talk about the Patreon. Just explain that a little bit, because it's becoming apparent that it's a bit more of a thing in America than it is here in the UK. If you know what Patreon is, just skip this bit. But basically what it is, it's a website where, because people like me, songwriters, musicians, it can be hard to earn a living, extremely hard, especially doing your own stuff. It's just I've never found it something that I can earn any sort of money at, really, which is why I do all my covers gigs. Come on, Amber, down here. And that could mean that people just stop creating stuff. So Patreon really is a way that folks who appreciate makers of stuff, art, music, whatever, films, can support them financially. In return, they get, by way of a sort of thank you for doing that. Well, in my case, you get all my music, and the idea is to do Patreon supporters gigs and stuff like that. So that's what it is. You can kind of sign up to that. For me, I think the lowest one is $2. There's about £1.50 in it, and for that you get all my music, including Riverlights, all of it. Don't have to keep doing it, you do it once and then stop if you want. It's just obviously the hope is that people appreciate what they get back and carry on doing it. So that's what Patreon is. If you're still a bit unsure, just go and have a look. Go and have a look at the people who have pages there. This is rather lovely. I've never been down here. You alright over there? This dog has been miserable, haven't you, girl? You're having a bit of a time of it at the moment. Builders in. You're appreciating this massively. Yes, you are. So I thought I'd come out and just do a little video and talk about some of the songs. If there's one problem I do have, is I do put a lot of different styles in one collection. kind of look at advice for artists and musicians online. They say pick a genre and stick to it because folks just want to hear one genre. Oh, they're bollocks. Nonsense. I don't listen to one genre of music. Do you listen to one genre of music? I think that's very close-minded. And I think, you know, if you need to say different things in your music and express different things, then different genres of music is kind of appropriate. I don't know, maybe if all you want to say is, yeah, I'm the greatest thing in the world, look at my car and all my guns, then maybe you can do that with rap, and you don't really need Paso Doble. Yeah, I always write what I'm interested in and what I'm learning about, really. Like if you take Changeling, the song on the album, that's all about adoption, and I was adopted. And maybe it's a little bit of a therapy being able to work through stuff in songs. I just like them to mean something. To me, really. You know, that's I'm writing. Whoa, let's get a bit boggy. I'm writing for me, and what interests me. Because I think that's what you're going to do well. And now we have a very wet dog. So yeah, that's my goal with the Patreon. It's really about building a fan base, really. People who like the music and are invested in it. Because it's so hard to reach people these days. And it's funny. Oh, it says private that way, Amber. Private. Come on. Yeah, it's funny. I get people come to my gigs and they say, "Why don't you do your own stuff? We'd love to hear your own stuff." And that's lovely. Absolutely a beautiful thing to hear. But I know most people at that venue, they want to hear Kings of Leon, or they want to hear whatever it is, because they're out having a party and they want to jump around and have a good time, which is marvellous. And I'm very, very happy to do that. I get a kick out of it, you know. It's a lovely thing to be able to improve someone's life just for an hour or two and be appreciated like that. It's the best thing in the world. And how lucky am I to be able to earn my living doing that? I mean, it's just great. So it does feel a little bit self-indulgent, you know, knowing there are people doing far worse things than me to earn their living. But if I can, you know, I should definitely try, I think. You know, that's what I think. So my last album was Cells and Bridges, which I still love. And I've got the same drummer, Darren Crow. He's a lovely guy, and honestly, the best drummer I have ever worked with. An all-rounder. He's fantastic, and of course when I write the songs I do my own little drum tracks. They sound okay, you know, and some of them I think, oh, do we really need live drums? This is kind of, not going to go down there. You know, this is sounding pretty good. But then he comes in, does his bit, and it's like, yeah, absolutely. Such a difference. And Hugh has played with me on many occasions. He's playing the bass. He plays in a band called Skywalkers, and an outfit called Trefoil. And he's a great player. He's a natural, absolute natural player. That's what I love. You know, I always say this to my students. You need to not think about it, just channel and enjoy. And Hugh's one of those people. You know, you can see it. He's just got his eyes closed and he's channeling the music, you know, and that's what I love. That's why I love the creative process, because that's what I'm doing. I've always said I don't write any music. I don't know who does, but it doesn't come from me. If I thought about having to write a song, blimey, where'd you start? I woke up this morning, do-doom, do-doom. And we've got a guy called Paul Wilson, who is playing piano accordion on Nothing Going Down, which just makes that tune. I kind of had it in my head as I was writing it what kind of feel I wanted for that, and Paul is an accordionist of some note. Look him up. Yeah, he came in and did a fantastic job of that. So yeah, I would love to be able to do this stuff live. I would love to be able to go out and be doing shows, purely original music. Are you enjoying your swim? And then we've got Gemma doing backing vocals and some fantastic tambourine. She's got an awesome voice. She's not just lovely, she's a fantastic singer. Like the bits in forgetting the names of your own songs. Is that a sign or something? I don't know. This is how we take everything. She's just some bits in there. Just sound angelic. Look at you. Actually don't know where I am now. I think we go up the hill, we'll end up back at the beginning. Anyway, just a little introduction into Riverlights. Hope that's piqued your interest. Go and listen to it. And you can buy it on the website daverich.co.uk or become a Patreon member, even for a bit. Just download it and mushroom. She's having so much fun. You right, girl? Oh, and then there's Owen. Owen played on the Sails and Bridges album. He plays guitar, Owen Burgess. Again, he's another guy. In fact, that's what these people have got in common. He's another guy who just channels the music. I remember him coming in when we did Sails and Bridges. And he was like, "What do you want me to play?" I was like, "Just play anything. You know, anything. Don't think about it. Just do it." But be experimental. I think that was what I said. Be experimental. Just, you know, just wanted him to just channel and play without thinking about it, but not play tired old riffs that would easily come. And he did just that. I mean, it's just. He's done the same on this album. Yeah, he should be famous, that guy. Absolutely, he's just born in the wrong time. How he hasn't got legions of middle-aged men wanting to go and listen to him noodle on his guitar is beyond me. He also came up with that just haunting chord sequence, and this is how we take everything, which kind of sparked the idea in me of the critical voice in your ear. I don't know why, it just kind of lent itself to that, and that's one of my favourite songs on the album, definitely. And the end, when it comes, is just that was a happy accident. If you've heard it, you know what I'm saying, what I mean. And it happened, and I was like, wow. I know what it means to me, I wonder what it means to you. I'm not going to tell you what it's about, because I think that's a song that, you know, you need to interpret yourself. Look at that. This has been a nice little stomp, hasn't it? Riverlights, the song, or the piece. The piece. Riverlights, the piece, because it's an instrumental. I wrote that. In fact, that's probably the oldest bit of music on the album. I wrote that about 3 or 4 years ago. In bits. That took a long time, actually. I was listening to a guy called Walter Strauss, and he plays the guitar like an African kora. It's just beautiful, and that's where I got the idea of that sort of muted picking sort of sound. And the piece of music wrote itself in kind of a few sittings. And I played it a few times, and then it kind of hung around. And I really like it. I love playing it. It's a bench over there. It's a really great tune to warm up with, actually. But yeah, so I shall be working on more music. Thanks everyone who supports me. You know, even if you're not a patron, even if you just buy the MP3 or just come along and like the music. I mean, just even if you don't want to do that, just tell someone. It's because that's the thing. It's hard to get the word out there these days. Right, shall we go home? What do you reckon? Kind of doubles up as a little tiny stomp, doesn't it? I'll see you all next time. Cheers.